This position is taken from a game of Grandmaster Kangin against Beltran. White has the isolated pawn on d4 and already managed to have this knight on e5. And also the black pawn structure on the king side is somewhat compromised by pushing a h pawn to h5. So that means that there are many weak squares around the black king. And with a bishop on c4 pointing at the king and a rook behind the knight on the e-file, there always will be chances for this standard knight sacrifice. And in this position it works. So let's see what the consequences are of this knight sacrifice. In the game, actually, black played queen f4, but of course, first we have to look to rook takes f7. After this, white would take a second pawn on e6 with his rook, driving away the black queen, and now he has another nice attack by taking the knight of c6, and now black is not able to gain the rook back because he is in a discover check of the bishop on f7. He will lose the queen. So that's one of the variations. Another option is playing king f7, but then white again takes with his rook on e6 with devastating effect. The queen has to take, and now there are several ways of winning material. So also a move like queen g6 comes into mind. It gives a check and wins the queen. Everything now is okay. Another variation is taking the queen with check by bishop takes e6, and after king takes e6, now the knight on c6 is hanging again, and also this is of course losing immediately for black. So let's go back to the game where black tried to escape from a disaster with queen f4, but it didn't help him because now white was just taking the pawn on e6 with his bishop, threatening to give a discover check with the knight, saving the knight, and at the same time also the queen now threatens to take the knight on c6. So now black thought that this was the right time to resign.